Hey, this is Ken Finnan at Capital Advantage Tutoring. It's my job to get you past the Series 65 and 66 exam. So it is April 1st, not the joke. This is not a joke. The new investment advisor testimonial rules are now in place. They're going to be on the test. They've been in place for a little bit, but they haven't really been enforced. They actually gave the broker dealers, the IAs, I think until November to actually get everything in place, but now it could be on the test. So let's go over it. What is an advertisement? That's the first thing we got to talk about. What is it? An advertisement is any communication, direct or indirect, from an investment advisor to more than one person, not one person, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 people. Anything more than one person is an advertisement. Or it's any testimonial. I can't say that fucking word. Testimonial or endorsement for which an investment advisor has paid either direct or indirect compensation. That used to be the cash solicitation rule, but now it's like any testimonial or endorsement for which an investment advisor provides direct or indirect compensation to, that is considered advertisement. So it's either communication to more than one person or anything that the IA pays for either indirectly or indirectly. So there are pretty much 7 things they can't do with this advertising compliance. They can't say or do or whatever. So let's get into that. Okay, number 1, they cannot include an untrue statement of a material fact or omit a material fact that would make a fact seem misleading. Seems confusing, but the point is you can't either say something misleading or leave something out to make something misleading to give them a certain impression. 2, they cannot include a statement of material facts that the advisor does not think that they can prove or substantiate. So they can't just say something and go, hey, I can't prove it. It has to have some sort of basis on fact. Number 3, they can't include information that would be likely to make something misleading or to send somebody on the wrong road. They can't include a fact that if they added it, it would make something seem misleading. Number 4, if they're going to discuss any potential benefits to a client or any kind of investor, they also have to give the other side of it a fair and balanced treatment of any risks or any limitations, like what could happen, like any limitation to the benefit. So they just have to be fair and balanced. For anything good you say, you have to make sure that you disclose the risks and any kind of limitations. So number 5, we can't reference to a article or some sort of a specific investment advice that is not fair and balanced. So we have the rules that we have to be fair and balanced, but we also can't reference other advice that's not fair and balanced. So number 6, you can't include or exclude performance results that would not be fair and balanced. That's like cherry picking, only showing a top 10 list. You got to show everything. That hasn't changed. And number 7, you just can't be materially misleading. That's the big one. That number 7 covers everything. You can't mislead. It's like a broad thing, so you can't fucking lie to your customers. Okay, so the 3 conditions, and it's like 3 with drop downs, right? So 3 conditions that you need for testimonials and endorsements. 1, you have to make all the 5 disclosures, which we'll talk about. 2, you must have a reasonable basis for believing that the testimonial or endorsement that you're showing complies with the laws. And if you are going to pay like a third party, a non-affiliated promoter, more than a little bit, you have to have a written statement of what they're doing and what they're expected to do based on that money. Number 3, advisors cannot compensate ineligible persons, like people who have been statutorily disqualified or they're not allowed to work at the time in the state or wherever it is. That's the deal. You can't pay them because it's not a workaround. Like if they get disqualified, they can't do this for money. You cannot pay someone who's been statutorily disqualified. Okay, so there are 5 required disclosures that have to be posted with the endorsement or testimonial. 1 is if it was a current client or a person other than a current client. So you have to say this was a client or this was not a current client. 2, if we paid them cash or non-cash compensation. Basically, if we gave them cash or non-cash compensation for testimonial or endorsement, we have to disclose that. So 3 is a brief statement of material conflicts of the relationship between the promoter, person doing the endorsement or testimonial, and the advisor. And it has to be brief because if it was really long, you could bury the conflicts. They want it so that someone can read it. We also have to say the material terms of any compensation arrangement. We have to say that. We have to disclose it. Basically, how they're getting it paid, what they're getting paid, whether it's direct or indirect. And 5, it sounds like 3, but it's any description of any material conflicts on behalf of the promoter because of their relationship with the investment advisor. So again, 1, are they a client or not? 2, are they getting compensated? 3, any material conflicts on the IA for the relationship. 4, how they're getting paid. And 5, any material conflicts on behalf of the person doing the endorsement. That is the new rules. You don't have to don't dig deep into it. I'll try to put some links up here, whatever it is. I probably won't because I'm lazy, but that's what it is. You can now do endorsements as of today, endorsements, but there's rules on it. If they're going to be paid, you have to disclose it. You have to, a lot of disclosure going on with it. I hope that helps. Guys, we got this. Go pass this damn exam.